these are high school, the students that won. Should be doing. Hopefully. Good morning.
Hello.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
That is really loud. We're good, thank you.
Good. I'm just getting the screen out. And cool. So do we have everybody there?
It's just me and David for right now.
Sean had a doctor's appointment because he can walk again today.
Well, that's an exciting day.
Yes.
All right. Holy moly, man. That's like an amazing day. The one student, Tyler. I have a student with me. He's the president of RACC Real Life. It's a club here where we're basically doing a startup inside of RACC for web students, graphic students, things like that. And we're actually going to operate like a startup, and they're going to run RACC Web Challenge next year. And so Tyler's kind of hopping in and doing just getting himself comfortable with what's going on and stuff like that.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
All right. So, the big burning question that I think I have is, how involved do you all want to be in implementation?
I mean, personally, me and Sean, I'm pretty sure that we'd be pretty into this because this is like something we haven't experienced yet. We like to learn how to do this.
Yep. So migration, get everything set up and moved over, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to do that collectively? What do we all think? I mean, are all four of you on board for that? Or are we just looking at Sean and David?
I mean, I'll try to do it. I don't know how much help I'll be, but I would love to learn how to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what? It doesn't matter what you bring to the table in it. What you can get out of it might be really cool, right? Because even though you might not necessarily want to be a web developer, to have that experience as a designer, as a graphic person, to at least have that level of understanding, that's a huge value add for yourself, right?
Yeah.
So with that said, what do we look like time-wise? Final exams, stuff like that. I don't know what your schedules are like. I don't want to include your.
So I have an AP test on May 7th.
Use your parent portal login to check the grades on Classmate. Schoology is not right. Schoology is not right. Does everybody hear me? The Schoology grades are not correct. Use Classmate. Your parents have a parent portal login.
May 7th. So what are we looking like the week of what's going on at school? What does the world look like in these 2 years?
I think something's happening after the 22nd. That's a really great area with graduation and stuff.
Yep. So what I'm thinking, if you're free, potentially the 13th, the 11th, I could put some dates out. I can kind of put a schedule together and see when everybody's available.
Yeah.
Like an implementation plan, I'll throw one together real quick. David, if you wanted to try doing a rough and kind of just see where you nail it and where you don't, that would be a cool experience, but I'm not going to put that on you, but you could try to come up with like an implementation plan.
Okay.
You know, just to kind of feel it out, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is potentially we could meet and review on, you said the 7th is your testing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking meet and review implementation plan on the 8th. Yeah?
Yeah.
Same time.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my word to talk about.
Do you think that works for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should work.
Oh, so it's a batch? No. I don't know, just.
I need more information there.
Oh, sorry. I know, I'm going on.
Plan, what I'm thinking, the plan should be looking at it as though so we're going to meet on the 8th, the 13th through the
Maybe
17th.
not.
We want to set up.
So go ahead, it's 5 after.
Yeah, you guys should have left us 3 minutes ago.
The 19th.
There are no bells.
Right? You have to remember to leave that thing in space.
Are you okay?
So what I mean by that with this, the
At least you
prepared on a production server, essentially when we go live, what'll happen is we will literally go into the DNS
the last one.
and change the domain to the server that we have set up. So it won't be like moving files or anything like that. Like we'll have it all ready to go. And we'll actually just point the world to it, away from their current site to the new site. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like redirects.
What's that?
Is it like redirects?
Yeah. Essentially, it's a DNS redirect, right?
Yeah.
It's just, propagating the servers to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So the prep we would do from the 13th to the 19th.
What coincidental timing, Kelsey?
What?
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of 2s and 3s to meet with, so I will do my best to get you before the end of class.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Bless you. On May 22nd.
Do we scan our roughs for school?
Yes,
And then I'm thinking, if everybody's weekend is good, because even though it won't take a weekend, you commit a weekend to implementation,
Yeah.
right? And if you want to do it the real world way, I don't know, we'd have to get permission and stuff like that from parents and whatever. But if you really want to see how we do it in the real world, we would hop on a Google Hangout around 10 o'clock on a Friday night and probably work until hopefully only 11, 12 o'clock, but it could go till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Right. And then we spend the weekend touching base at different touch points on Saturday and Sunday. And basically what we're doing throughout the weekend is giving each other, we have this list of testing activities that we do to
okay.
make sure that everything is working the way it is and, it's supposed to be and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the front.
You said,
You open it,
oh, and do me a favor, double check,
You have
make
a
sure they
panel.
came through, you never know.
and then you unfold that one, and you have 2 panels. And then you unfold that one, and now you have 4 panels. So you would need to make this make sense.
And hopefully as of the 26th, we do some clean
I think it'd be really cute.
implementation. We would be good. So do this real quick.
I don't like your words.
I love that.
Small steps.
Actually.
Small steps.
So what we would need to check
Big thing.
is
That's
to do this. We need
small, bottom to top.
everyone
Line,
to
one step at a time.
Right.
commit, right? Commit to it.
Wait, actual design. I don't know
What bad was the design? You just didn't bad.
I think because of the we need parental consents, which I believe will be taken care of there, right? And
Okay.
teacher approval.
Okay, so I like this idea, but I don't like the words. Also, I'm not convinced that you're thinking about how these panels actually work together. But that's what the rough.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Does that look like a plan we could subscribe to?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I need you guys to do is I need you to own these three things immediately.
This is the shape of your.
Talk to your teacher about, you know what I mean, like what we need as far as parental consent, you know, that they know you're going to be hanging out with me on Google Hangout. I mean, you guys are already good, but we need to dot the I's and cross the T's.
Yeah.
So that was his.
Especially like that weekend, you know, that's going to be a timely weekend. That's going to take you way out of the parameters that your world is used to if you want to try to do it the correct way. Otherwise, they'll just have to, if that's not possible, we'll have to do it earlier and they're going to have to be okay with their site being wonky, you know.
Yeah.
This, I didn't like your words again, but I like the idea.
And then, of course, you know, definitely
I got this all the time.
need you guys to get your teachers to approve what's going on as well.
Okay.
I
I'd like you to complete this. We'll call them, right, in real world,
It's not as exciting as what these two could be, so I like it.
from action items
Um,
by
I think that was because I saw a tattoo that Trump got of the RBG and then seeing my kid in their action. You should.
So when we get together to do the review, right, I know who all's in,
well, so we
getting able to commit to these times.
have,
I know that your parents have signed whatever your school is requiring, right, for them to sign. And I know that your teacher obviously, right, is on board as well. And so that's the big thing that we'll have to make sure of on the 8th,
And he needs it, excuse me, Rich, he needs
that
it
those items are done.
glossy.
Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
So we could just kind of like color scan and see how they.
In the meantime,
yeah,
some tweaking or anything you want to do in there is good.
so I dropped.
I'm going to pull Jason into the
Oh, okay. You're the.
head, we had them all
well,
intertwined in the middle,
Okay.
and then
there's the timeline. By the way, this is a link to the video. We're recording this as well. Everything we do, we'll record so that we have reference, right? And aside from that, I think what we'll be doing is, David, you know, you and Sean want to try to lay out an action plan. That's cool. Do it. If you don't, that's fine as well. I'm most likely going to lay an action plan out for us on Monday.com.
Okay.
So
we're actually like leveraging tickets and kind of, you know, going at it from a real world perspective.
Okay, so there's my feedback for you.
So that should be, you know, that should be
This
pretty
could
fun
be
as
really,
well.
this could be really clever. This could be clever.
And they'll have that fixed. I don't know why they have me in upgrade mode.
Standpoints.
But
Those would be my top 3 choices.
I'll get that taken care of. And aside from that, we should be good.
All right.
Okay?
All right, cool. Sounds like a plan.
Yep. So get these things, reach out to whoever's out there and make sure they're on scope with this. And I'll keep checking Slack as well to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, then, if I don't talk to you before then, are there any questions?
I don't think so right now. If I have any questions, I'll just message you on Slack.
All right, cool. With that said, then if I don't hear from you before then, I'll talk to you Wednesday. I believe it was the 8th or whatever it is that's on that list.
Yeah.
The 8th at 10.
8th at 10.
Text is still not very real.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Do me a favor. Send me email addresses as well so I can send meeting invites to these events. And also create users for you on monday.com.
Okay. So you want our email addresses then?
Yes. Yeah. Preferably use your school one for now,
All
if
right.
you have one.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this, I'll have us send it on Slack so you have them right away.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Talk to you all later.
Yeah. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.